Good morning to all. Today we are actually going to see about the topic a defense of poetry. A defense of poetry is written by P.B. Shelley. And P.B. Shelley was born on 1792 and he died at 1822. Shelley's defense is a response to Thomas Love Peacock's essay, The Four Ages of Poetry, in which Peacock satirically devalued the importance of poetry, the age of science and technology. Shelley believed that poetry and, by extension, art in general, revealed the beauty and order of things in the universe, and that without the artistic imagination, mankind would fail to appreciate the small things of life. He also offered up his essay to fellow poets as a sort of valediction, meaning whatever slinging and arrows they may suffer is not in vain, that their efforts actually means something. A defense of poetry was eventually published with some editions by John Hunt, posthumously by Shelley's wife Mary Shelley in 1840. The important points are poetry expresses of imagination. These are the important points as per P.B. Shelley in A Defense of Poetry. It was published in 1840 in two volumes. Poets are not prophets. Imagination is a principle of synthetics. Reason is a principle of analysis. The immediate impulse that promoted Shelley to write his A Defense of Poetry was Peacock's attack on it contained it is four ages. Peacock says that a poet is semi-barbaric in civilized community. The next point, Peacock calls romantic age as the Bronze Age. Next point, poets are unacknowledged legislators of the world. Next, Shelley's greatness lies in his idea. The next point, Shelley compares man with passive instrument like alien lyre. Shelley compares man with passive instrument like alien lyre. Next point, drama is the best literary form than others. Next point, according to Shelley, Shelley says, a poet is a nightingale who sits in darkness and sings to share its own solitude with sweet sound. Next point, poetry lifts the away from hidden beauty of the world and makes familiar objects as if they were not familiar. It is said by Shelley. The next point is poet, as per Shelley, poet is personal to be the happiest, the most wisest, and the most instructions of men. And again, as per Shelley, aesthetic admiration, beautiful and truth Peacock classified the four ages are 1. Golden Age, Shakespeare, Silver Age, Dryden and Pope, Bronze Age, Peacock, that is Romantic Age, Iron Age. The medieval age was the age of darkness. Shelley says Dante, as the morning star of Renaissance, the leader of poets and humanities. Homer is the first poet, is the first epic poet. Dante, second epic poet. Poetry and prose are both creation of imagination. There is not distinction between prose and poetry. Meter, as per Shelley, meter is not essential in poetry, but rhythm is indispensable. Poetry is superior to history. As per Shelley, poetry provides wisdom with delight. Shelley hated dictatism. In Peacock's Nightmare Abbey, Shelley has been portrayed as Saitop. Shelley, a defense of poetry, is a reply to Peacock's four ages of poetry. Next, before the death of Socrates, it was the golden period of Greek. In Hampstead, Keats wrote to Shelley in 1820. Italian poet is responsible for revival of fine arts in Europe. Dante followed by Petrarch and Boccaccio in Italy, Chaucer in England. Poetry provides us with universal pleasure. Shelley says science offers us transitory pleasure. Shelley again says the rich have some riches, the poor have been poor. Poetry is a record of the best and the happiest moment. It is said by Shelley. Shelley sincerely believes that poets are acknowledged legislators of the world. Finally, coming, A Defense of Poetry was published in the year 1840. Shelley had a poor opinion of tragedy and he did not rate comedy high because of his impatience with actual. Finally, to give the touch, Shakespeare, Dante, Milton are philosophers of the very loftiest power according to Shelley. Thank you. This is a topic which has been discussed from TRB English, A Defense of Poetry by P.B. Shelley. For helpline, call 944 2738 785. Thank you. Subscribe this video for coming next.